And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is my journals. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us up to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. So I've often talked about in the past, in one of my previous episodes actually, specifically, how I cannot for the life of me predict good advertisements. I went to marketing for my undergrad degree, and I still can't figure it out. There is this concept in marketing where it's like, take beautiful photos, post them. Take and develop beautiful imagery and beautiful videos with good sound quality, all sorts of things. And I think, there's a part of me that just has to believe that's true, right? There's got to be something to that. And a lot of the marketing campaigns that we've done have been successful in that way. But then every so often, I'll post a photo or a video or something that is always, the story is always the same. It's 11 o'clock at night or it's 10 o'clock at night, and I've got to post something to Instagram and I don't have any photos. So I just take a picture of the thing that's closest to me and I post that. And it's happened too many times now for me to like, but everyone seems, those photos just go wild. People love those. They get some of the most organic likes we have. And it happened to me recently, and that's why I'm bringing it up. This one makes sense to me a little bit because of the content and the way it's set up, but it just still surprised me. I had posted, I think it was 3 or 4 days ago. Well, it's been a while now, but photos of my journal, my first journal. Well, not my first journal, but my first Murdy Creative Co moleskin style journal that had a entry from, it was kind of on this day, and it was my entry from February. No, it was February. It was February of 2018. I'm going to pull it out if I can find it. But that entry, I had put in all sorts of really cool goals for myself, things I wanted to see happen. Here it is. I'm going to read it to you. At least this is the entry on the page. My quest to get on Amazon continues. I ended up buying 10 UPC codes for the Murdy Global LLC, which was the original company's name. If in the future a retailer wants to sell this, I want to be prepared. I have been watching the Amazon Seller University videos, trying to learn all the tiny details that go along with this idea. Amazon distribution is a full-scale industrial operation with all of the industry standards that go with it. I'm trying to strategize my quantities to balance inventory, cost versus shipping to Amazon. The good news is that my products just barely qualify as small and thus ship a little cheaper via Amazon. My goals keep moving slightly as I get more accurate prices. I feel strongly that I can lock these goals in. Goal number 1, to sell 12 journals in one day. And I accomplished that on 4/4/2018. Then the next goal, number 2, to sell 60 journals in 1 week. Number 3, to sell 250 journals in 1 month. Number 4, to sell 750 journals in 1 quarter. Number 5, to sell 3,000 journals in 1 year. I think I can achieve these 1 or 2 of these by the end of July. I would be impressed if I hit goal 3 by the end of this year, although Christmas might do it. I may also hit goal 4 in quarter 4 of 2018, although it's more likely in quarter 4 of 2019, and I hope to hit goal 5 by the end of the year 2020. We ended up hitting goal 5 in September of 2019. A full year ahead of schedule. February of 2018, the company was almost non-existent. We didn't have product on Amazon yet. And it's shocking to think of what's happened since then and how far we've come. And I set these goals, and ironically, the goals that I set were with binders, were with these slim cut binders alone. And the slim cut binders alone don't even make up, I think, our top selling product. I think the other products that we sell better. So that particular post went just crazy. People loved it. And I actually really liked it too, because it kind of helped put in people's mind the point of journaling, which is that you have no idea what's going to happen next. You don't know where your life is going to go. You don't know what's going to happen to you. But if you journal, you can see these things unfold. You can see the goals that you have in your mind come to life. And that visible success, that tangible, I wanted this, I wrote it down, and I achieved it. That concept of that tangible success that you can track is so motivating and so rewarding. And so many times we don't realize how far we've really come in such a short period of time. There's times when we look at ourselves and we go, I'm kind of the same as I was in 2018. I mean, I don't anymore, and when you look back and you read your journals and you see those, you go, wow, I have made a lot more progress than I thought I was going to. And that's huge. That's everything. That makes a huge difference. So I started to do some more journal posts, and I put 3 in a row. I'm going to probably switch to something else now, but on Instagram, they look nice, and I might come back to these kinds of concepts. But I wanted to read another one because this is what I posted the other day on 4/11, because this was on this day. This is 4/11 of 2019, right? So this is 2 years prior. The last 48 hours have been pivotal for me. Blank and blank came up from Georgia to film and learn more about our process. She wants blank to be our in-house marketing firm. I'm just blanking out the names for reasons. On the write up, after I picked them up from the airport, blank asked me if I was looking forward to growth, and I said that it made me anxious. My days are all so crazy, and I was afraid it would only get worse with growth. She helped me see that during that talk, that I needed to work up to build up our infrastructure. Her confidence in the product is incredibly encouraging. She has always been a huge fan of the product and thinks it's special. She initially reached out to me after purchasing the product. We first chatted about how much she liked the design and wanted to bind her textbook that she had made for her company in a number 1. This would have been something in October of last year. Since then, we've been working through the details of that project. She's estimated 600 binders in the first round, with more to come. She had mentioned that she wanted to come up and see the whole operation and to bring her videographer to shoot the whole lights out for a promo. Well, that order never materialized, and things did kind of turn sour on that project, which is why I'm blanking out on the names and the company. But it was so funny as I was reading that, because I'm like, how similar is this now? How anxious, I remember that car ride vividly now. Now, like, once I was reading through it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember it. And I mean, it's a 2-hour drive back from the airport. And I talked the whole way back about how I was just so anxious and I was pulling my hair out. And while that project and that use of that marketing firm did not work out, there was a lot of good that came out of that visit, because we sat around the campfire. They stayed for 3 days, and it was kind of like an in-shop. I mean, it was great. It was like a little bit of business consultation. And they shot some beautiful videos. We still have them. We still use them. We paid for them. And they didn't do very good as advertisements, but they're still, I love them. I love those videos. Maybe I should post those. That'd be a good ad. Maybe. They didn't do well the first time, but it's okay. So she came up and we had sat around the campfire and we were talking about the things that were making me anxious. And it was things like not being able to keep track of orders and not knowing where things were going and all this other things. And she pointed out some basic stuff, things that should have been obvious to me, which is like, for example, we needed to have order tickets. Well, we implemented that, and within 3 weeks, our process got so much faster and so much simpler, because we suddenly had a printed out ticket that would travel with the leather from the shelf to the shipping. And that shelf to shipping tracking of the leather was so critical to our quality control as well, because it meant that someone pulled the leather off the shelf. They were able to visually look at the order and make sure it was the right color and the right size and the right shape. They were able to take it in the engraving. The engraving person took a look at it, engraved it according to the specifications, and then put it, and it went through all of the post-processing. Another person was able to review it before they put it together. They were able to see all of the pieces. They were able to double check that engraver's work and make sure they didn't misspell things, which happens from time to time if you're in a hurry. They were able to review the piece of leather that had pulled from the shelf to make sure there was no imperfections that the person who pulled it may have missed. They were able to double check all of the aspects that went into it before then, and then they would put it together and they would package it up. And then finally, the last person would review the shipping, review the order ticket, make sure that it was the right weight and size, and then we would ship it out. That cut down on our mistakes for shipping and our mistakes in our books by 30% in like 3 weeks. And we didn't have that many mistakes to start with, but we had enough that it was going to be a problem as we scaled. It also helped us keep track of like what was going on when and what were our oldest orders. And that process was game-changing. I didn't even know it at that time how game-changing it was going to be. I look at that process now as so obvious and so basic that the idea that we didn't do it from the beginning is shocking to me. It is appalling to me that we didn't do it from the beginning. And so, but at the time it wasn't obvious. I didn't see that was going to be the thing. We are currently doing easily 3 times or 4 times the number of orders per day than we were doing then. And it mostly is because we spent a lot of time and a lot of energy building out our infrastructure because of those meetings. And that's the point. That's what writing brings you. Because I was very anxious these last few days. I've been very anxious for this whole last week. And reading that, I realized that what I'm doing, the business I'm in, my role in the business is very anxiety-inducing. People don't know what it's like to be a small business owner. People don't know what it's like to run businesses. And because they don't know what that's like, or they haven't been in those shoes, or they don't know what that is, it's hard for anyone to understand what it's like. It's hard to. I think this is a big issue in our economy as a whole, is that people just don't. They look at business owners as these people who sit in their offices and do nothing all day, and it is the exact opposite of that. It is incredibly stressful. There's a lot of moving pieces that you have to think through, and it's your responsibility to think through them, because if you don't, the company falls apart. And I was reading about my anxiety then, and I was thinking about my anxiety now. And I realized things never change. I mean, some things change, and things change a lot. But some things stay the same. And I need to let some of this anxiety go. I need to cast it all on Jesus. But I need to let the anxiety go, because it will be okay. We'll figure it out. And for all I know, me being anxious right now, me doing the modeling, for all I know, this model that I put together is going to be that thing. It's going to be the thing like our printed order tickets that allow us to get to the next level, because it represents a deviation from the way we previously have done things. There's been a lot of fly by the seat of my pants for the last 3 or 4 years now, and maybe this is that next step to make it so that we do a lot better. Maybe accurate digital modeling with very, very, very close attention to KPIs and cash flows and all of the key pieces. Maybe that data-driven decision-making is the next step to our growth, and it may lead to the best explosion of this company's success yet. I don't know. But writing is what allows you to see that happen. It allows you to see the growth, the change, the opportunities that you just didn't see at the time. It allows you to figure out where the fork in the roads were. Because sometimes it's only in hindsight that you can see the important decisions. And that's why I recommend writing to everybody. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in next Tuesday for our next topic. Don't forget to check that subscribe and notification bell to get notified right away when we post new stuff. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, accessory, anything we sell, please contact us on the main page of our website at Murdy Creative Co, or you can reach out to us via Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. We do appreciate your patience. If you got a quick question or concern, like you got the wrong engraving, or you typed in your address wrong, things like that, feel free to give us a call or text at 414-434-9001. We're available from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and if you either catch us during those hours and we don't answer the phone, or after hours, feel free to leave us a voicemail and we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. That's 414-434-9001, and you can text that number as well. If you have any questions, if you think you deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both a review on the podcast, whatever app you're listening on, or leave a nice comment on YouTube, or a review on the product. You can go to murdycreative.co/reviews, and you can read all of our amazing reviews there. If you click on the leave a good review button at the very top, it'll take you to facebook.com/murdycreative.co/reviews, and you can leave your review there. We like to use Facebook as a third party. That way we know we're not just making them up, but it's also, some people don't have Facebook. So if you don't have Facebook and you want to leave us a review, feel free to send us an email. We do post them on the wall of the workshop, and it is something that very much encourages us. And frankly, we may actually end up posting those reviews on our website at some point shortly. So definitely feel free to do that if you'd like. If you're going to leave us a bad review, or you have any bad experiences with us, please, there's another button on that page that says leave a bad review. Click on that one. It'll get you in contact with us directly. Whatever the case is, whatever is the problem, whatever would cause you to leave a bad review, please reach out to us first. Give us an opportunity to make it right. We really stand by our products. We want everyone to walk away from their relationship with this company very happy with everything they've ever dreamed of. And it's really important to me that we take good care of our people. So please give us an opportunity to make it right if you are in that situation. If you want to help us grow our company, word of mouth is the best for advertising. So please tell your friends and family. If you want to get a little something for doing that, go to murdycreative.co, and up in the top corner, there's a login button on the top right. If you click login, and all you need to put in is your email and create a password. Then on the bottom left, there's a rewards tab. If you are logged in when you make purchases, you get 5% back on any purchase you make as in-store credit, which is neat, so you can spend that. But also there's a shareable link in that same lower right hand, or lower left hand, I should say, rewards box that allows you to share that link. That link, when you share it, provides whoever you share it with $5 off their first purchase, and it gives you $5 of in-store credit when they buy something. So it's a great way to kind of get your friends and family to buy something for you. If you want to hear more podcast topics, definitely reach out. Send them my way. I'm always looking for topics to talk about, and if I can talk about it, I will. So definitely send it. Leave it in the comments below. Send us an email. We'll do our best. The team will make sure that I see it. So if you want multiple binders, journals, folios, anything we sell for gifts, giveaways, masks, or gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, ask about our bulk discounts. They start at a minimum order quantity of 5, and that can be 5 of one thing or 1 of 5 things. It's just based off your total cart quantity, so you can mix and match to your heart's desire. The bulk discounts obviously get better as you buy more, so feel free to ask about it if you're interested. It's sales@murdycreative.co. You can email us, ask about that, include your quantity and the lead times and things like that. That always helps us. We can get you your discount code. Also, if you're looking for a custom engraved item, we have no minimum order quantities for that, and we have no setup fees. It's a simple flat fee, normally $15. It can be a little bit more than that if it's a full page or if it's really complicated, but for the most part, it's almost always $15, and that's before discount. So if you're going to get a bulk discount and you're going to get a custom engraved item, that $15 goes down. So definitely check that out. Reach out to us if you want to get a custom order. On the main page of our website, if you go to the very top, there's a custom/bulk order tab. Click that. It'll take you to the page. It's got all the details. It's got a great little form there that you can fill out. Otherwise, you can send us an email directly, sales@murdycreative.co. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.